We're in a race against time. We need to build cities differently, not just for our way of life, but for the planet. The consequences of losing this battle would be enormous. I'm Thomas Getz, executive editor at Wired, and over the next hour, we bring you 3 stories from acclaimed filmmakers about the future of energy, how we drive, how we live, and how we fuel our hearts. Today, the world has nearly 1 billion cars, and by 2050, that number could double. Most run on fossil fuels, pulling ancient carbon out of the ground and releasing it into our atmosphere. If we don't change course soon, climate consequences may be irreversible. There are 2 major visions for transport. One is scaling up liquid fuels, the other, electrifying everything. Liquid biofuels currently dominate global industrial fuel efforts, especially sugarcane ethanol in Brazil, a model of scale and emission reduction. Brazil's sugarcane ethanol delivers up to 70% lower carbon footprint compared to gasoline. Their process is astonishingly efficient, grinding stalks, fermenting sugars, distilling ethanol, and burning the leftovers to generate heat and electricity, without releasing additional CO2. But sugarcane biorefineries can't feed the whole world without cutting food production or infringing on critical ecosystems like the Amazon. We must avoid thinking there's a universal solution, a single fix. Brazil's success proves the concept can work for one nation. Globally, soil, water, and land constraints limit first-generation biofuels. That's where second-generation fuels and synthetic biology come in. Labs are engineering yeast and microbes to convert cellulosic feedstocks, like switchgrass and agricultural residue, into hydrocarbons akin to diesel. These microbes promise to extract rich energy from marginal lands unsuitable for food. It's slow to scale, from test tube to million-gallon plant, but the science is advancing. Further on the horizon, artificial photosynthesis, devices that mimic plant chemistry. Sunlight plus carbon dioxide equals liquid fuel, no farm needed. Semiconductors paired with catalysts could split water into hydrogen or produce hydrocarbons directly. Researchers hope to hold small solar fuel generators in the palm of your hand within 2 years and scale up quickly thereafter. For the next 20 to 30 years, every type of fuel will be needed: biofuels, hydrocarbons, natural gas, electricity. We must accelerate innovation, not just rely on what's possible now, but push into what's sustainable, and we must do it fast. 2 commuters stuck in endless traffic. Dirk's commute regularly takes 2 hours each way, costing him over $400 in gas monthly and stealing time from his family. This inefficiency costs individuals and entire economies billions. But what if roads weren't congested? What if cars cooperated to use space and fuel more efficiently? Enter 3D digital mapping and autonomous connected vehicles. High-precision LiDAR, 360 camera arrays, and inertial sensors create detailed roadmaps that feed real-time traffic data into your route planning. Cars that can communicate with each other and the infrastructure can platoon tightly at highway speeds, reducing air resistance and improving fuel economy. For instance, in trucks, just a 10% drag reduction through platooning can save thousands of euros per vehicle annually. Autonomous vehicles are another layer, removing human error, smoothing traffic flow, cutting braking and acceleration spikes. Filmmakers take us to test tracks in Sweden, where long-haul autonomous trucks guided by radar, sonar, and digital maps practice platooning at highway speed distances. These systems aren't sci-fi, they're happening. In cities like San Francisco and Phoenix, companies like Waymo deploy driverless robotaxi fleets today. They promise safer streets and fewer crashes, but only if policy keeps pace. Without measures like road pricing, autonomous vehicles risk increasing congestion. Simple but effective steps already help: tire inflation, driving speed optimization, fuel efficiency education programs. Shell's energy ambassadors teach drivers how small changes can reduce emissions and save families real money. Mobility's future lies in mapping, automation, and smarter infrastructure. Combined, these innovations can create a transportation ecosystem that's safer, faster, and cleaner. From fossil-fueled sprawls to desert innovation, welcome to Masdar City near Abu Dhabi, a planned zero-carbon city rising from the sand. Conceived in 2007 by Foster & Partners, Masdar blends traditional Arabic architecture with sustainable tech. Its shaded narrow streets, low-rise buildings and wind towers echo ancient design, but operate in the 21st century. At its core, a car-free urban zone. All transport, electric pods, autonomous shuttles, electric buses, is routed underground or to the perimeter. Above, pedestrian-friendly streets flourish in a cooler microclimate. Ground temperature is 33 degrees Celsius compared to 57 degrees Celsius on a nearby asphalt road, even when ambient is 39 degrees Celsius. Cooling needs drop by 60%. Masdar's buildings include the Eco Villa, the first net-zero energy home in Abu Dhabi, built in 2017, which consumes 72% less energy and 35% less water than typical villas, and even exports surplus electricity to the grid. The city hosts dozens of R&D labs, businesses, and universities, including the Masdar Institute, later merged into international clusters to accelerate clean tech innovations. As of 2024, some net-zero commercial buildings are completed, with more under construction by 2025. Masdar tested personal rapid transit pods, switched to autonomous shuttles, and now envisions future light rail linking to Greater Abu Dhabi. It embraces passive architectural cooling principles, solar and geothermal power, wind towers, and smart infrastructure sensing to manage energy and water use. Masdar isn't just an experiment, it's an innovation ecosystem, hosting over 900 companies in energy, mobility, life sciences, AI, agritech, even space. Startups there like Circa Biotech and Zero Carbon are spinning off circular economy technologies now being applied globally. Masdar City is a living blueprint, not a utopia, but a practical testbed showing how to design zero-carbon, human-centered cities. What ties these stories together? A sense of urgent innovation. We need bio-based fuels that don't compete with food, smarter vehicles that drive themselves and conserve energy, city designs that eliminate inefficiencies entirely. It's not enough to retrofit old systems. The world of 2050 will not look drastically different from today, but it must run on radically different infrastructure and energy flows. We built a petroleum-powered world over a century. We can't expect to undo it overnight, but we can accelerate change through research, investment, and scalable innovation. From the lab to the truck, from the map to the city, innovation is our best weapon in this race. And we're already in motion.